First things first, we gotta put on everything. North Carolina got some new commits coming in, dog.
They do. They do.
North
They do.
Carolina got some new commits coming in. For those of you who have not heard, for one, four-star DB from Jackson Academy in Jackson, Mississippi, Omari Johnson just committed this past week to play for the University of to play for Chapel Hill. I want to say he is the class of 2026. Am I correct?
He is the class of 2026. Yes.
All right, cool.
And tell you the truth, going back and looking at my notes from last week, I did mention we did mention another guy that's on the list, KJ Miles, who just also recently committed. He's a 3-star wide receiver out of Georgia. So when I first brought him up to you, I definitely thought he was coming in as a quarterback because that's how the article that I read was labeled. That he was a quarterback. I was mistaken. He is a receiver. So
I was about to say he's coming as a receiver, and what I saw him put up in the Georgia State Championship game and just some of his highlights, kid's nice at the receiver position. Kid is real nice at the receiver spot. So I thoroughly enjoyed watching him out of George Washington Carver in Columbus, Georgia. He did a great job out there, and good to see him commit. I wonder what do you think probably drove him to commit here? Because I heard he had a few other offers, including potentially Georgia themselves.
What I would think one is coming down to the coaching staff. You already have a lot of NFL caliber players that have come in now, or NFL caliber coaches that are on that staff now. So I think that really does help out when it comes down to that situation. And on top of that, there's a lot of guys who would love to play for Bill Belichick. And I'm pretty sure, and I don't doubt Bill, the pitch and the sale was immaculate. I don't doubt that was happening because at the end of the day, like I said, the dude. You had to sell NFL players. You had to sell the NFL players. You had to sell the guy that you're having to sign for millions of dollars at a time, sometimes tens of millions, to keep them there, or to convince them that they got to go.
Yeah. So I can agree with that. I think for me, looking at, like you said, it's being Bill Belichick, it's being the coaching staff going to North Carolina. The culture is changing now. So because the culture is changing, you're looking at this place is something new, something exciting. This could be the place where I really develop, and I can be the first one to say, hey, yo, I was a part of Bill Belichick's first couple classes coming in that changed North Carolina culture, that established the new winning ways of North Carolina. And, a lot of folk love to say they're the first one on the board. I don't care who you are. You love to say you're the first one on the block to do something. You're the first one
definitely
to rock the new shoes. You're the first one to cop the new music. You're the first one to put people on. So
you want to be that guy, like, yo, what is them? You want to be that guy.
You want to be that guy. And also, I did see they had another receiver commit, Darian Kirksey, out of Harrison Central High from Gulfport, Mississippi. I saw he also committed to North Carolina recently. So they seem to be filling in the hole. And I think as it's recruiting season and as things ramp up and as everybody is coming in and figuring out that North Carolina is a new place to go to, it's becoming a hot commodity. Chapel Hill is trying to go from being just a basketball school, because that's been their mantra for years. We know this. Chapel Hill, yes, you've had great talents come out of Chapel Hill, but Chapel Hill's never been looked upon as a football school.
And they might, and with how it's going, it's gonna happen. And then let's go ahead, since we're still focusing on the 2026 class. One, right now, according to 24/7 Sports, North Carolina has the 20th overall ranked recruiting class for 2026. They're at 31 right now for 2025. So for 2025, they already have, because let's see, they have 18 players that have signed letters of intent. That's 18 in. Then you had 19 transfers come in.
Yeah.
On top of the 11 that you signed.
We did speak about that last week.
And then for this one, they already have 11 hard commits for 2026.
They've already said, yeah, we in there.
They have one 4-star in Trayshawn Ruffin
Yeah,
defensive lineman out of Mount
we
Olive,
did.
North Carolina.
We did speak about him.
And out of the other, and then there's 10 other 3 stars. We got Amari Johnson from Jackson, Mississippi. Anthony Hall from Massachusetts. From Brookline, Massachusetts. You got Jaden Jefferson, who's an athlete out of Concord, California. So we're about to find out what he's going to do. You got Marcellus Ryan, from
So
Gardenia, California, who's a cornerback.
with these early 3 stars and 4 stars, do you think that sets the precedent for more 4 stars and potentially 5 stars to want to come in by the time it's really like, hey, yo, you got a full hard commit in 2026, like final days and whatnot?
I think so. I think it's going to change a lot of the dynamic that's going to come in, for especially for North Carolina as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your turn this time, bud.
Oh no. Oh no, not the little ones, man.
So we might get you one of these days. Today ain't it.
but I but I honestly think that yeah, Bill is pulling in like a lot of 3 stars and some 4 stars. It's not going to be long before he pulls in his first 5 star, and once he gets his first
Oh
one,
no,
that's going to open the floodgates. And
because shoot,
now,
even
because like you
because
said,
even I think for
there are
and
top 20 recruiting class for 26. They're 31 for class of 25, and they're 20th for class of 2026. You're already in the top 20 to 25 competing with Bama, LSU, Clemson, Ohio State, Michigan, and them boys. Like you're already starting to bridge and break through that threshold,
oh
especially
listen,
with
and
it
that's
being the ACC.
exactly. And here's the thing, and this with the current class they have now, they have 2 4 stars that have committed for the class they got now for 2025, and then with they also have another 4 star that signed a letter of intent in Newkirk.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been able to look at his film yet, but from the way they talk about Newkirk,
He sounds like he one of them ones.
Bryce Baker might have some competition.
Hey, hold up now. Hold up now. Hold up.
From the way,
Hold. Wrong button.
I don't think that's the right sound effect for this.
It was not the right sound
I
effect.
think you
It was
chose,
supposed
you
to,
chose
it was
wrong.
supposed to be this one. It was supposed to be that one.
Too
Like,
late.
nope.
Too late. You
You're
done.
not gonna talk about my dog Bryce like that. Bryce, no, no.
And I'm not talking. And I'm not talking down on Bryce. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm not
Not what I'm
allowing
saying.
that to happen. But it's gonna be nice.
Not what I'm saying.
It's gonna be fun to see, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing to see because they're gonna come on campus and they're gonna flourish.